Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to another end of the week stream. It is Friday. Happy TGIF out there. It is October 10th. We are officially live. Getting after it on a Friday again. Kind of a low-key week this week. We will be going over some of the things going to be dropping today. There are a few smaller drops going to be going down. Again, in about 7 minutes, we got the first set of drops going to be going live. We got the WTAPS collab going to be dropping over on New Balance. I believe the retail on that is either $160 or $180. Again, that's going to be over on the New Balance site. That is the New Balance 2010. We recently saw a Kith collab on the 2010. I believe they did 2 different colorways that dropped earlier this year. We haven't seen too much from the 2010, so I am glad to see more collabs. I did just get a couple GR990 V6s that are kind of a similar shade. I always usually like the WTAPS collabs for personal wear, but nonetheless, we'll get into those and a lot more in the next hour. Again, we're about 6 minutes away from the top of the hour. If any of you guys are going to be going for anything at the 9 o'clock hour, we'll go ahead and get our windows ready. It looks like we don't have too many pairs of the Air Max 95. I was going to get a size 10.5. They were available this morning, I believe over at Hibbett. I think it was Hibbett or Snipes that had my size, but I decided to pass on those because I kind of want to get the undefeated Gucci colorway, and I just got a ton of other stuff on the list. So sadly, we passed this morning. But then, there we go. Lito said he won a raffle too. Yeah, I really like it too, is the thing. I didn't want to pass because I think besides the neon colorway, I really like this infrared colorway. I think it looks really nice on the Air Max 95. But again, $200 is tough to spend, because I definitely can't wear my Air Max 95 for as long as, some of the other shoes that are in the $200 price range that I can wear 8 hours. So that's kind of the dilemma. Love the way they look. But I definitely want to get one pair, but I'll just probably wait for the collabs. We've had quite a few good collabs already this year. But first and foremost, let me say hello to the boys. Good morning. How we doing? Big salutes. We're about 4 minutes away. We got a lot to talk about. Also into the next hour, we got a Stussy Nike collab going to be dropping today. Actual Eric Emanuel shorts are actually fire as well. They got a tree line camo print, and then they got some lightning bolts over the tree line camo. Pretty fire, if you ask me. On the Eric Emanuel side of things, again, we got the Stussy drop today. We also got the Palace skateboards drop going to be going live a little bit later today. We also have the Hidden drop is also going to be going live. They don't have the Uggs boots this week. But they do have a couple good items on their drop list. There's a couple other collabs also dropping this weekend. We'll talk about all those and a lot more in the next hour. There we go. Hunter in the house. KH. What's happening? Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully everyone is doing well, enjoying that fall weather. We're officially in spooky season. Last month of the year before we start getting into the meat and potatoes of the sneaker season. We got our flossing season, which we're right around the corner from. That's going to be going down next month. And then we got our main flossing season, otherwise known as holiday. And you guys know what time it's going to be during this year's holiday. We got tons of collaborations, tons of good drops as well. Going to be dropping both November and December. So we're kind of in the last stretch of saving those buckaroos, taking those wallet W's. First and foremost, let me say hello. What's happening? Good morning, Trez, Smokey, Lito, good morning. Good morning, Lito. Also won the raffle on the 95s, but ended up passing. Again, love the colorway. I would like a pair of these if I can get one, maybe like on sale or something. I'll definitely pick it up. But yeah, it was a hard choice we're having to make. Honestly, and if I was going to spend $200, even though I really like the way this colorway looks, we do got some good collabs on the Air Max 95 still yet to drop. I figure I can pick up one of those. And then I figured I might as well pick up the Amine New Balance. You know, if I am going to splurge and spend $200, at least that one I know I could wear. If I wanted to wear it to work or bartend in them, I know I could get a good 8 years out of those luds. What's happening? Good to see you, Ellie. We in it to win it, baby. Good morning, good morning. Will in the house, baby. We flexing the guns. Congratulations going out to Lito also for hitting that raffle. I feel like your accounts have been on fire. Good time of the year. Also, even if your accounts have been dusty. All right, where are we going? Streaming to We Rock Dead Stock because of an error. Continue without it. All right, I'm going to continue without it. If you guys were over on Twitch, it looks like Twitch kind of died out, bunkered out on us this morning. So we were not live on our We Rock Dead Stock over on Twitch right now. Just a heads up. I don't know if anyone is coming from over there. If you were over on the Twitch app, head over to YouTube. We are We Rock Dead Stock. Only 1K. We Rock Dead Stock. The last 5 letters, STOCK. Again, we are over on YouTube. In case you lost signal over there on Twitch, I don't know what kind of problems they're having over there or if it's my system, but it looks like on the multi-stream that we did lose the Twitch stream this morning, but we're good to go over on the YouTube side of things. 803, gang, baby. Big salutes. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. KH, he goes, I'm looking forward to next week's weather. We are supposed to start our dry season next week. I've been waiting for a long stretch of dry days. I can finally work 5 days a week. Hell yeah. Also cooling down a little bit. I know I got some family members down in both Florida and Arizona. I'm going to be going down to Florida. We're going to be going down there to visit some family. I believe in January for a couple weeks. Hopefully, I can also make one of the sneaker events also down in that area. Kind of wanted to plan that all. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it because I only can really come down basically the first 3 weeks of January. I had taken off. So that'll definitely be fun. Lito said my audio is cutting off. How are we hearing? Mic check, mic check. All right, let's make sure that we're not having any audio difficulties. If anyone else having problems, because for some reason it did cut off over on Twitch. So I don't know if it's both if the issue is coming from my end or if it was just over on the Twitch side. But we'll keep it going. We'll see if hopefully it gets better. If it doesn't, let me know. That way we can get all the kinks worked out before we get ripping. Again, we are going to be going live right now simultaneously. It is the 9 o'clock hour, so we'll do a little multitasking. We'll go ahead and take a look at the monitor real quick. We'll get on over to that New Balance page. I was thinking about comping the WTAPS. I'm not really sure if I'm going to let them rip. Again, but yeah, let's go ahead and pop on over. We'll see what else is going on over there. If anyone is going to cop that Air Max 95, you shouldn't have a problem picking that one up this morning. Let me just double check again. If you are going for the Air Max 95 Solar, sneakers, JD Sports, Finish Line, Snipes, Chic, Shoe Palace, DTLR. Let me go ahead and show you my screen here. I am just hopping on over to the WTAPS side of things. Again, that's going to be over on the New Balance site. Full size run over there. Won't have a problem. They kind of look, it's almost like a GR looking colorway. But let me go ahead and pop on over. Let's go ahead and see. Do we got a camera 2 working, baby? Camera 2 not working. We got to go ahead and we got to turn that baby on. All right, the producer's not in the studio right now. All right. There we go. We should be Gucci on this end. Let's go ahead and give it to camera 2. All right, that is the guest screen. That is definitely not camera 2. All right, camera 2, give me it. All right, there we go. Yeah, there it is. We got it. Lud said audio is in and out. Oh boy, that's not a good thing. All right. Well, let's go ahead and keep it rolling. Don't know what the issue could be, but if it does get bad, I'll definitely make sure that I talk into the microphone. If it does start to get choppy, let me know, and I might have to start the stream over. That's usually, I feel like, the be-all, fix-all. Something's going wrong. When in doubt, just shut everything down. The Gucci gang. Yeah, those Gucci ones looked pretty nice. I'm not going to lie. That Gucci Air Max 95 was looking pretty buttery, I got to say. Stussy goes, dang, I missed the pink J-Tips Saucony drop. Too late. You should, there's only one colorway, the red colorway, that I haven't seen yet, but most of the colorways, unless they're sold out, I saw a lot of sizes still available. So maybe you can find that pink colorway. Are you talking about the peach colorway? There we go. What's happening, TP? Loud and clear. Good. Yeah, I hope we don't have too much choppiness in the volume. But if we do, just let me know so we can work out these kinks so it doesn't happen again in the future. Again, if you are coming in, we are not live over on Twitch this morning. We did have some technical issues over there. All right, let's go ahead and pop on over. How we looking over for the Air Max 95s? Again, the Solars. If it was kind of a dusty month, I would probably cop a pair of these. If I wasn't watching the wallet W's. I like that colorway. I do think they do look pretty sharp. But I am kind of looking around. Do we got any sizes still left anywhere? Let's go ahead and get up the... we could open up the Nike sneakers app as well. Yeah, it's looking like most of these places are already cooked. I think this morning was the time to get them. Because I felt like all the way up to a size 11 were pretty much available up until about 7 this morning. They started to get a little bit more picked over. 803, the Solar Red 95s, already sold out. Yeah, I maybe should have grabbed that 10.5 this morning. All right. Size 13. Yeah, not an easy cop at all. Yeah, I heard stock on those. Just to take another look, I think was around 3,000. So yeah, they were definitely pretty limited, to say the least. Yeah, around 3,000 pairs were loaded over on the Sneakers app. What's happening, foam? Good morning, good morning. You know it, we at the end of the week, baby. It's Friday. We got our Friday dancers locked in for this morning. Let's go ahead and get the scene window up. I don't know where that got lost to. Let's go ahead and move that over. Yeah, I think it was going to be right here. That's going to be camera effects. All right, overlays. That's what we need. All right, show the sound. Okay, there it is. All right, we got sound levels. We should be Gucci. Yeah, now we're trying to just move around here. And I can't move around without the switcher. So let's go ahead and make some moves. All right, I'm going to have to probably move this, I'm guessing. All right, the switcher is good. All right, how can I get out of this? I only got one monitor this morning, so I got everything kind of crammed. And I'm trying to get out of this window, so we got to put up our scenes. We got the sound, we got the switcher. All right, we got the camera. All right, there we go. WTAPS has the best New Balance 2010 colorway. I would say so. I would definitely say so. I've always been a fan of the WTAPS collabs. All right, I'm trying to show my screen, but I don't know where any of my streaming scenes are. All right, let's go ahead and get this one. All right, over here. All right, guys. I do apologize. What the fuck? They're also at the Dark Side Initiative. Yeah, also over on Undefeated. Man, I can't switch my screen from my cameras. All right. Yeah, where are all my scenes at? Fuck. There we go. Good morning, old school Mo. Good to see you guys. Just having some issues with my streaming software. I do apologize. I don't know. Yeah, where any of our scenes are, which is definitely not a good thing. We're just gonna go ahead and pop those up. I'm guessing it probably got kicked off my screen somehow. All right, what's this thing? Okay, there. I think this is it. No, that's my overlays. Yeah, I'm trying to basically go to my other camera angles. I don't know why I can't move out of there. Ooh, we got a high bid on one of our StockX products. But that's not going to help us. Yeah, we got our sound effects tab. our camera switcher. But yeah, it looks like no way to get out of this scene. Unreal. Oh, boy. All right, let's just go ahead and hop on over. This is distracting me. And I got to at least find it, else I'm not going to be able to do anything. I don't think. Yeah, if I can't change windows, well, I can go between the different camera angles, but I can't. Interesting. I literally don't have any solutions to this problem. Like, I can't bring out the girls right now. I can't, basically any of the scenes that I have, like between the two different, my camera angles, everything. I can't switch any of those. And I wish I knew what to do. So, in the meantime, I guess we're going to be probably trapped on this screen. Yeah, we're probably going to be trapped on this screen for a little bit until I figure out how to get off of it. Or all the scene windows come up. Oh, what a bummer. Okay, so let's just go to the scene. And then, yeah, I'll just probably, I guess I can go over here. Let me go ahead and try that, the master. All right, there we go. Oh, there we go. We got to go the long way. That's okay, too. I'm glad we could get out of that. Oh, so we'll go to, I guess, the switcher on the top. Show scenes window. There it is, baby. The scenes window. We got it. Gang, gang. Oh, man. Let's celebrate this one. That was a tough move.
Let's go.
All right, we got her under control now. So yeah, now we can go. Yeah, basically our switcher was off, but now we're Gucci. We got that bad boy, and then we can go right back again to our other camera. We got camera B up there. All right, now we're working, baby. It's a well-oiled machine. Well-oiled machine. Appreciate your guys' patience. I am definitely a little bit slow. Pinkies up for good luck. You know it. Oofta. Man, that was one of the most frustrating things in the world. All right. All right, so let's get back on track, huh? Also, the foams dropped over on, I don't know if they're sold out. The carbon foams dropped. Yeah, they still got them over on Undefeated this morning, but we only got a couple sizes left. Let's go ahead and move on over to the other monitor. We got sizes 12 and 13 still left. These did drop over on Undefeated this morning. The Stefan Diggs also dropped over on Undefeated this morning. They're supposed to be dropping tomorrow at a lot of other Q sites as well. So if you were after that Stefan Diggs A6 and you weren't able to get it this morning, tomorrow they do have a bunch of Q sites that will be dropping it as well. So let's go ahead and pop that one. I don't know if they still have it on the Undefeated site, but if you guys remember that, let me go ahead and move that. We got the, let me go ahead and pop it up. Also, Spider going to be dropping some merch. We got Palace dropping merch. Eric Emanuel and Stussy Nike collab also going to be dropping this afternoon. And the Spider drop is pretty dope. But let me go ahead and put this one up on the main screen. This is going to be the Stefan Diggs shoe. Again, this was over on the Undefeated site this morning. I'll go ahead and take a look at this one. Pretty GR sneaker. It's nothing like the sneaker, like his first sneaker. Do you guys remember that first Stefan Diggs sneaker? It was freaking sweet. They only dropped like a friends and family version. But this is probably still the best Cumulus 10 I've ever seen. Yeah, we got the Diggs, Asics, Friends and Family, which is this one right there. The Gel Nimbus 10.1. This was like the first really dope Gel Nimbus 10.1 that I had seen. And then we got, shortly after, we got a really dope Vandy the Pink collab. We also recently got that End Clothing collab, which I think that End Clothing collab is a little bit underrated, to keep it nifty-50. I also like that one as well. They're pretty low-key with the colorways. But they do, I feel like those ones were hitting a lot harder than I thought they were going to. Like, those are much better in hand, in my opinion. Yeah, there's definitely been some good Asics collabs. Saucy, just check the StockX. Those tips are going on sale, underrated, but they are a lot like last year's Omni Pro Grid 9 tips. Yeah. Saucy goes, I wonder if anyone will hit that. Dude, we got to hit that fish. Saucy. Hey, bro. Did you know that those glow in the dark? You know the green one glows in the dark? The green one's got a little glow up pack in that bitch. All right. Well, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, let's get on over to the Adidas Confirmed app because I believe we only have about 24 hours to enter. This is going to be our highlight for tomorrow morning. So we definitely want to get in, at least in on the raffle. I'm going to be going for just a green pair. I might just go for both pairs. We'll have to see. I don't know. My Confirmed app is kind of dusty right now. That thing is not working. But let's go ahead and get that one up on the main screen. All right. All right, that should load up. Much better. A little hot down here. All right, View the collection. Yeah, we going in 23 hours. So we only got 24 hours to enter. Tomorrow morning, I believe at 8 a.m. is going to be the cutoff time. So you definitely want to get into that one. It's still available. Old School's also got the link. We got another raffle. Undefeated also had a raffle earlier this week that they only kept open for a short time. I have not entered yet, but there is a glow-up pack on the green pair. We do got a glow-up pack on the green pair. Just to show you guys what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and get this one up, and then I can show you guys. We'll do a little side-by-side. I think it'll look pretty nice. All right, well, there we go. That's going to be kind of tough to show. All right, well, I'm guessing that's probably over on over. All right, we'll put the green glow, then maybe we can do like a little sidey. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, we got that one. We already had that one up. But the glow-up pack we didn't get to see. is the thing. All right, well, I'm just going to show you guys. I'm just going to show you guys from here. I'm sure you guys have seen him, though. But I think the only the green one's got the little glow-up pack. If I'm not 100%. Yeah. 803 goes, J-Tips knew his red Triumph 4 was the best colorway. And he made it the least accessible. Glad the other colorways flopped. I really like that purple one. I mean, I know they're not doing great on the resale market, but that colorway still cranks my neck every time I see it. I feel like I still want that one and the red one. I'm just gonna keep my eye on it and maybe get them for a pretty good deal. We'll see, Bulldog. What's happening? We up and at it early, baby. You know it. Good to see you, player. Good morning. Happy Friday. We are officially 1 day away from the weekend. The weekend is just getting started. That's what we like to see. Let's go ahead and pop on over. I believe we got a little song for today. Let's go ahead and pop.
It's Friday and I'm broke. It's Friday and I'm broke. It's Friday and I'm
It's Friday and I'm broke. It's Friday. And we taking that wallet dub. We saving those buckaroos for flossing season. You know it. Stussy goes, those glow-in-the-dark jelly. Dude, doesn't it make... Hey, man, I could not decide what colorway to get. And I was like, the black colorway always like a lot more easy to match stuff. You can probably wear them more. But as soon as I saw the glow-up pack on these, it was over. My decision was made. That's the colorway I need. But yeah, I'm probably only going to be going for one of them. Maybe I'll put in for both, but I still don't like the $300 retail price on these. So we're probably just going to go for the green one. Maybe I'll just go for both, just for the power of the live cop. We'll see what happens. We're going all in on this one. But we got so much good stuff going to be dropping. Not only, like, if you look at, like, our flossing season, and then if you look at 1 month past that, we have basically the Union Fragment Jordan 1 triple collab. Those are going to be dropping in January. So we'll have probably a couple weeks, from holiday to that drop, but they're right around the corner is what I'm saying. I'm pretty excited. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff. That's why I'm taking wallet W's right now, trying to, be as picky as one can be. It's a little bit tough sometimes. Especially there's a lot of good value buys as well, even if you're using it for either making money or trading, trading up. Of course, there's definitely going to be a lot of good value buys in the next 2 months as well. Even in October, I still got probably about a handful of shoes I still want to cop, this month yet. Which is creating some problems. Old School's got the Verdukes, size 8 through 13. Looks like no 12, 12 and a half. That's a great SB as well. Again, orange label. Head on over if you guys are still looking for your size in the Verduga mounts. Let me go ahead and pop that one up so we can pin that one on the top. Will goes, damn, I need a 12. Yeah, the big sizes have been going pretty quick. Hunter said, I fucking love the glow-in-the-dark sneakers, the Jaw Morant. Yeah, the Jaws. The Jaws might be the best Halloween shoe this year. And there's a couple good ones. The KDs are pretty dope. The D-books are kind of dope. I wish they would have a better glow up pack on the D books, but You can't really, I feel like on the D-books, you just gotta be happy with what they're giving you just because they've butchered so many other opportunities for that shoe. The rollout, I haven't seen a rollout as bad as the D-books literally since the Steph Curry line rolled out. Smokey said, is the black reflective or just a rag? Because why they have the glow up pack for green and nothing? I don't know. But yeah, I haven't seen it on the orange pair. I haven't seen it on the black pair, and I haven't seen it on those two. The only pair I've seen it on was the green pair. I don't know. Maybe they do light up that we haven't been told, but I have not seen any pictures of the black one, like glowing in the dark. That's kind of why I was so interested off the rip at the green one. Does anyone have the orange one yet? Or has anyone seen any pictures of the orange jellyfish glowing in the dark? That's a great question. And maybe one we might have to research a little bit. Let me know if you guys have seen any other jellyfish that have the glow up pack. Here, let's see. We can probably do a quick. I don't know if we could just go ahead and go over to like Insta and maybe just search. Oh man, I just love that Friends and Family Cactus Plant Flea Market. I'm going to do the review, and I'm going to try to get that Cactus Plant Market review out as well. I wanted to put a couple fits together with the colorway I ended up copping. But yeah, let's just look at the jellyfish. Glow in dark. I mean, this is a pretty generic search, but I was just seeing if any pictures pop up of the glow in the dark. Okay, so we do have. Yeah, so we got the Adidas Addy Star Jellyfish has a hidden Easter egg. But it looks like it's only on the green pair. I don't know. I'm just going to go for both of them. But yeah, the only one that I've seen glow is the green one. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Old School says it probably 3M only. He goes, Q has the orange pair. And Old School says it does not glow. It just has 3M on it. And I'm guessing the 3M is just like, is it just on the laces or does it have some on the side as well? Yeah, like at least the God, the black one is pretty dope though. I just love the front of these, like looking down. I love the POV view of this shoe. I just think they're so good. I think I'm just gonna go for both of them. But I would put money that the only pair that glows is the green pair. Unless some of you guys are the best at doing this. I don't know if you research, do some Google searches, see if you can find anything else that glows. But for right now, the only pair that I've seen is that green pair. There we go. My 420 shoe right there. I don't have a lot of like glow up packs. I don't have a lot of glow in the dark shoes. I thought I had a lot more than I actually do until we got asked the question one night, or I didn't get asked the question, but we had two sneaker battles and they got asked, for their best glow in the dark shoe. And I kind of thought, well, what's my best glow in the dark shoe? And I didn't have a lot to choose from. It was pretty sad, actually. I mean, it made me pretty sad. I thought I had some better glow up packs But unfortunately, that's kind of how she went. Input for the undefeated raffle. Doubt I hit, but also don't want to be in for. I know that's another thing. Smoking. That's another thing. Yeah, I don't even want to be in for 300. Really, the only way I want to be in for 300 is if I have like an option out too, which would be selling them for more and making a little bit. But yeah, it is not. I mean, I am interested in the shoe enough to let it rip maybe one time. But yeah, the 300 mark, for like a non-designer shoe is something that I guess they're trying to get us used to. And I can't do that. Over the $200, like even when the pennies were over like 100, like I think back in the day, I can't remember what they started out from, but they were even more than the Jordans. And like just for my family, in general, like my parents couldn't believe just the price of Jordans, let alone the price of pennies that came shortly after. But they set a couple barriers, or they set a couple, I would say, bars at like I think the $200 mark. And then I think the pennies went up to like $240. Now we're seeing the $300 mark get cracked, which is crazy. I mean, I've seen like running shoes, over that like were like, for if you wanted to run like a marathon or something, they made like a special shoe to run in. I've seen some of those running shoes sometimes get into the high 200s, maybe even low 300s. I can't think of too many, but we've officially cracked that. Basically, that bar has been set. It's just crazy. Now the next bar is going to be, 400, 500. Will we see that? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Of course, designer shoes, those retail starting at 1,000 and up, depending on what kind you end up going with. But for just a regular, like Adidas, Nike shoe, the bars keep going up and up. Bulldog said it was 180. Yeah, 180, which was crazy. I just remember at one time, like, paying over $100 for sneakers. Like, at one time, most shoes, at least that I was buying, were all under 100 except, like, the Jordans. I think we're at 140, or I can't think they were, like, somewhere. I think they were, like, 140. I don't know. You guys can maybe correct me, but, like, mid-90s, I want to say price for the Jordans was, like, 140 regularly. I could be off. I saw Shoe Game put out it looked like a picture from an East Bay magazine. From like 1995 right here. I wasn't sure if there were prices. But yeah, 1995 was such a good year, except for like the Jordans. They missed it by 1 year. 1996, in my opinion, would have been one of my favorite years out of the 90s specifically. But yeah, they don't have the prices in these. But I thought they were right around the Jordans. I know they were over $100. Hell yeah. Is that cheesy? What's happening, baby? There we go. We winning. Let's go. Hell yeah. Good to see you, my boy. Good morning. Bulldog goes in 1997, the Jordan 13, released at a retail price of $150. Okay. So yeah, right around that 140 mark. That makes a little sense. But I remember because like my parents didn't buy me like at the time, like no, like over $100 was like, I had to be playing a sport or it had to be like something super special. And now we've just clipped the $300 mark, unfortunately. Until I actually, could work and had enough money to buy my own shoes. But boy, oh boy, I remember. And then when the pennies came out, they were even more expensive than that. I think Bulldog said, what'd you say, 180? Yeah, so they were an extra, so sometimes it was hard to have your parents splurge on the Jordans, let alone the pennies, They were even more expensive. But I tell you what, both of those shoes, the pennies and the Jordans, we had never, at the same time, you could justify spending the money because we haven't seen anything, especially the next year when you had the Jordan 11s. The first year those came out. And then, of course, the penny foams that year, which I think would have been the foam, the penny 2s, because that would have been, I think, in 96. So, yeah, it would have been the penny 2s. Yeah, the penny 2s would have been dropping in 96. But again, for right around that same money, and I think in 97, the first Foamposite dropped. But I think they were the same price as the penny 1 and penny 2. Because the penny 1 and penny 2 were still like $30 or $40 more expensive than the Jordans were back then. Which is crazy. Hell yeah. What's up, J-Dog? JM in the morning. Big salutes. Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We're kind of just wasting our way through a Friday at this point. Of course, we just had the first drop. We did have the Air Max 95s go live. We also had a couple smaller drops go live this morning. Of course, we also have the WTAPS also go live. Let's go ahead and pop on over to that New Balance tab. Let me go ahead and put these both up on the monitor so you guys can see those. Let's get this one. There we go. All right, so yeah, it looks like the WTAPS New Balance. We still got plenty time, full size run over there. Let me go ahead and pop back over. Let's get both of these up. Yeah, I don't know if we need another window up. Because I don't think we have any 95s that are still available. Old School goes buy one, get one free. Kmart special. So I was getting in the 90s. Yeah, and lots of like British. I remember the BK Knights. Actually, up until my first Jordan was in 1995. Actually, it would have been in 96 because my first Jordan that I ever got were the Shadow 10s. But I had. They were like they come out in the spring, and I had gotten them the next fall. So I had gotten those on sale, but the Concord 11s had just came out. But I got the Shadow 10s on sale, so I had to wear those that year. And then the next year, I got my first Jordan 12. So I got the Jordan 12 Taxi. Was technically my first full price Jordan. The Shadow 10s I had to wear the year before, but again, my parents got those like a couple months late, so they had gotten them on sale. But my first Jordan, I think I was in 9th grade. Yeah, because I was in 8th grade when I got the 10s. And unfortunately, the Concords, I remember like that shoe still is my favorite shoe of all time. But when those came out, oh man, and I had to play with the Shadow 10s that year, I was so bitter. Not bitter, but I was like, oh, I would love those shoes. My parents' mortgage was $240. No way they were buying me Jordans, much less foamies for this little homie, right? Damn, $240 mortgage. Ah, those were the days. Those were the days. That's crazy. That's crazy. For sure. Yeah, I remember the Avias. The Avias and the BK Knights, to be specific. And then I started getting like the Bo Jacksons, worked my way kind of up a little bit from like an Avia or a British Knight, something you'd get at Payless or like Walmart or Kmart to, like a Bo Jackson. I remember getting some like trainers kind of like in the middle. And then we finally got the first Jordan, which I still pumped. I still have the pairs. Still have them. Still have my the Shadow 10s I had in 8th grade. They got like a hole through the toe. We kept those bad boys. Hey, it's the freaking weekend. Gang, gang, baby. You know it. Bringing that weekend energy. What up, OG? Big salutes. That's what we like to see, baby. It is definitely the weekend. And we just getting started. That's what we like to see. We also got our Friday song on the way as well.
It's Friday, and I'm broke, and I'm broke. It's Friday, and I'm broke.
It's Friday, and I'm broke. It's Friday, and we taking wallet W's. I'm so glad Payless is gone. Oh, man. The only good thing about Payless was, yeah, as cheap as the shoes were, but, yeah, I don't know. I always knew, though, if I was in Payless, I had a chance at actually copping something. So I had a little soft spot for Payless. I pretty much hated everything that was in there, but I also knew that if I was going to get anything, it would probably come, from this place. So I kind of had that love-hate relationship. Oh, man. We are officially taking some wallet W's this morning. I know a couple people went after the Air Max 95s this morning. I didn't grab anything. I was going to grab both pairs, actually. I had a 10.5 on the Solar Red Air Max 95. But at the time, I was like, if I'm going to spend $200, I just need something maybe a little bit more comfortable. So I thought maybe I'll just get the Amine 2000. And then I'm like, maybe I'll get the WTAPS. So I just ended up not getting any of them, taking the wallet W. We definitely need to carry that over. Again, we still got some bangers dropping in October, and then November and December are going to be off the charts. I also got some low-key stuff I wanted to pick up. There's an Action Bronson collab that I also wanted to pick up as well. So we definitely don't have too few of things to cop. That is for sure. Again, taking wallet W's are going to be key at least till the end of October. Not saying every day that it is going to be a wallet W, but we're going to definitely try to get as many as we can because, again, from top to bottom, both November and December are looking really, really good. Probably the best 2 months that we've seen maybe of the year. And we've had an insane year already. We're starting to see a lot of the holiday drops. We got some good SB drops we really got a little bit of everything dropping on the holidays. The West Side Guns, also right around the corner. We got some good Saucony collabs. We got the Action Bronson New Balance. We also got a Jound New Balance. We have a Bricks and Woods New Balance. Also around the corner on the ASIC side, we got some good stuff coming up. Concepts and ASICs always drop, usually a runner right in the winter months or even it's usually between Thanksgiving and Christmas when they drop that Concepts Cayano 14. So I always like to keep an eye on those collabs as well. And then, like I said, we got a ton of good Jordan stuff dropping. We got a ton of good Foamposites also dropping. We got the Pine Greens. We got the Cream Foamposites also going to be dropping. We got some good Dunks also going to be dropping. We got the Stranger Things Dunk. I really want those as well. We got the Nardwuar SB. Also, we got the Bronx Girls Skate Club. We got the Deshaun Jordan SB also around the corner. Of course, we got the Taxi 12s. My favorite 12. That's going to be dropping, I believe, the first week of November. There we go. Oh, and the Black Cats. I almost forgot about the Black Cats. Yeah, starting on Black Friday, I believe the Almam and Yer 4s also going to be dropping around the corner. We got some Off-White stuff that's also supposed to drop for the holidays as well. Will they delay it more? Who knows? But I know our drop list is looking pretty nice. And even if you're not copping anything, just for entertainment's sake, hey, man, we are in a good place. In the sneaker world, you got to start getting those lists together, ladies and gentlemen. Probably next month, we'll start probably getting our top 25, top 50 lists together. Of course, we always like to critique all the sneaker sites as well. They always put out their lists. So we always got a lots of good content coming out for the holidays. Glad you guys found us and could be with us. Happy Friday, everyone. I know a lot of people, it seems like most people didn't cop today. Most people taking the Wallet W, which is totally understandable. I also took that route. We do got some good news on the sneaker news side of things. Reebok and ice cream are coming back with the ice cream board flip, baby. We haven't seen those since the early 2000s, and I am definitely down. I think Shaq and AI got it going on. I think that was a great decision, and I hope we see some before the end of the year. Honestly, I definitely had probably 3 or 4 pairs of the ice cream board flips back in the day. We'll take a look at a couple pairs of those as well. Then we're going to hop on over. We have a question. Is the Jellyfish Pharrell's best sneaker? We got some of his previous sneakers. We'll take a look at some of those as well, and we'll decide. Is the Jellyfish Pharrell's best sneaker? Also, we got a detailed look at the Muni Fast Pass, both colorways. I really like that brown and orange colorway. We'll take a look at both of those SBs as well. Then we're going to hop on over. I believe we also have Jordan 11 IE. Jason Tatum also getting that one. We also have the Costco Kirkland Nike SB along with the Nardwuar SB, all going to be dropping before the end of the year. And that will probably take us to at least the 10 o'clock hour. Then, of course, we'll take a quick look at that Stussy Nike collab, also going to be dropping in about 2 hours. Stussy Nike drops at 10 a.m. Pacific time, noon Central, 1 o'clock on the East Coast. Again, they are collabing with Nike. The shoes are dusty, but they do have some good merch. Part of that drop as well. Of course, in 11 minutes, we do have Palace Skateboards going to be dropping their weekly drop as well. Smokey goes, nah, the HUNMD is the best in my opinion. Well, let's go ahead and start there. Let's get this going. I would like to hear your guys' opinions. Let me know in the chat. Which is the best Pharrell sneaker? We're going to go ahead and go down memory lane. Take a look at some of the best ones. But before we do that, there was 2 things I wanted to take a look at as well. Let me go ahead and see. The camera is still locked and loaded, baby. That new battery pack we got on there, baby. That thing is fired up. Loving it, man. That thing's got some energy, staying on for a couple hours at a time. That's what we like to see. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. Again, another banger that we got coming up. We're only about a month away. We got the Jordan 1 Low OG in the muslin and the varsity red Chicago. These are looking so good. And then also we do have a collaboration on the ASIC side. This one is 18 East. It almost looks like it has some elephant print a little bit on the upper. Yeah. It kind of looks like it's got like the elephant print up on the side. Kind of an interesting colorway. Kind of a navy and a light yellow colorway. But these also going to be dropping most of the boutiques as well as the ASICS site. There we go. Cheesy goes, no shout out today. It was only preseason, fam. Oh man, we're having kind of a slow start to the year, Cheese. We'll have to see. I gotta say though, on the Phoenix side of things, I'm glad we got out of like KD. We definitely had to do a reset. I think he did the best that he could do because we were screwed. If we couldn't get rid of Bradley Beal and KD, not only would we have been screwed for this year, but the whole future would have just been dust, unfortunately. Smokey said that Chanel NMD, is still a great. Yeah, we're going to take a look at all those. Let's go over there right now because we still do got some stuff to take a look at as well before we get ripping. I also wanted to talk about these for just a little bit. We got 2 different colorways of the Travis Scott. Kind of matching the t-shirt today, so I figured we'd talk about them. But we got 2 different colorways, and it looks like, at least for right now, that we might be getting both pairs. I don't know. Which one do you guys like better is my question. Which one do you guys like better? I would prefer the top one. I wouldn't say no to either. I mean, I don't think either of them are like I actually like the blue and yellow ones even better. I know a lot of people didn't like those, but I think those are super underrated. I'm not really digging these colorways. If there was one colorway I didn't really like, even though I really like pink sneakers, I'm not digging these too much. Of course, I would still cop them. I would definitely use them as trade bait. But it's just not my favorite. Not my favorite. Still looks good. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I would rather have the top one than the bottom one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now let's get into it. Let's go ahead and take a quick look down the memory lane, at least the Pharrell collab memory lane. Let's go ahead and hop on over. Smokey was just talking about some really, really good collabs. Before we do that, Beans Pharrell was so key in basically pioneering the ice cream Reebok flip, the board flip. Yeah, these just give me giving me early 2000s vibes. I think this is definitely the time to bring him back. Give him a little revival. But yeah, super pumped to hear that as well. It looks like these probably won't be dropping till 2026. But we definitely know they are on the way. All right, next item. Let's go down the Pharrell memory lane. The question that they asked was, is the jellyfish Pharrell's best sneaker project? I thought that was a great question to ask you guys as well. It kind of had me thinking. I'm going to say, oh man, and I'm not thinking, like I guarantee there's some Pharrell collabs that I'm probably forgetting. But I'm going to say, God, he's had some iconic sneaker projects. So I got to say no. Because just off the, like, some of the early Babestas that we still see inspiration from were like all this, all colorways that he came up with. A lot of iconic ones, even if you go from like the little Yachties, Air Force ones that he dropped this year. Those, you can definitely see the Bape inspirations off of those. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of Pharrell's best sneaker projects. There he is, Cannabis Cav. What's happening, D? Brr, good to see you, player. 803 said the other one has a swoosh that's not red. There's a mock-up of a pink version without the red. Interesting. I would probably like them maybe a little bit more if they didn't have the red. But let's go ahead and take a quick look. I would say some of his early Bapestas were probably my favorite. We've seen Virgil. We probably seen the Pharrell inspiration come out when Virgil did his off-white pack. Because a lot of his off-white, they kind of like the Louis Vuitton off-white collaboration. A lot of those had early Bapesta influence for sure. Because a lot of the colorways he came out with were very, very similar. There was a great image. Let me see if I can pull this up. That linked some of his earlier colorways. I just recently. Let me go ahead and take a quick look here. Yeah, here they are. Boom. Sneaker Freaker. Yeah, I'm actually gonna pop it up right now. To kind of show you the inspiration, what I was talking about. If you look at the new display, the off-white display that they put up for Virgil, let's go ahead and hop on over there so I can put both of these up on the screen. All right, let's go ahead and do this. But yeah, a lot of these Louis Vuitton Air Force Ones had inspiration from the early Bapestas. You can see the 2000s Bapesta right there. Of course, the 2005 Marvel pack, which is still my favorite Bapesta colorway. I mean, even that, just out of those, whether it's the Cyclops, just that Marvel Bapesta pack was so legendary. And then you look at some of these other colorways there. You get the 2006 Olive Bapesta. And, of course, you see that Olive Louis Vuitton colorway. You just see a lot of inspiration in them in general. So I would probably say that is the first thing that comes to my mind with Pharrell were the early Bapestas, especially the ones with the patent leather. I talk about them all the time. Like whether it's a Bapesta or an Air Force One, I feel like both of those silhouettes look best with patent leather. But let's go ahead and take, I think the worst, I think the Superstar might have been my least favorite. Like they basically just dyed them all like a different color. But yeah, this is going back again. This is a little bit later than what I was just talking about. I was kind of talking about like the 2000, 2001 era. The Bape Roadster, this was kind of in like the 2006 era, so this came a little bit afterwards. But again, super iconic. I just don't like the Roadster silhouette as much. This is the one that Smokey was talking about. This is the one Smokey thought should go up at least, one of the top Pharrell sneakers. I would agree with them on this as well. This one was so iconic when it did drop. Hell yeah. Mr. Sheridan, what's happening, player? It is a Friday, my boy. Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. We getting into it. You know it. We at the end of the week. It's Friday. Spooky season, baby.
It's Friday, and I'm broke, and I'm broke. It's Friday, and I'm broke.
It's Friday, and I'm broke. We taking the wallet W's today. Then the next one that we got are going to be the Reebok BBC board flips. We just talked about these. They bringing them back. We probably won't see them till 2026, 2027. But again, this also came after like the first Bapesta. I feel like the first Bapesta rush. Also a really, really good time. I had a bunch of these shoes. Even after like a couple years, like when they weren't hot anymore, like a lot of them went on sale and I was still picking them up there. I was getting a lot of them. Like you would just find them randomly at like Ross or just any of those stores that, sell the compare at prices. Ross, TJ Maxx, places like that. And I had so many of them stocked up. And some of them I ended up never, ever wearing. That's because eventually they made like every single colorway. And eventually the materials kind of got dusty. But when they first dropped, it was pretty legendary. It was a pretty legendary time, I would say. The Supreme Air Force One restock. Gang, gang, baby. Supreme Air Force One restock and also Palace. Palace also dropped. All right. Then we got the Louis Vuitton Butter Soft. I don't even know if I would have, I wouldn't have these. Yeah, I wouldn't have those in there. The NERD, NMD, these were also iconic. Like back in the day, which is crazy that they made this shoe so popular at one time. It boggles my mind how popular this shoe was. Like whether it was this one or the Chanel one, I feel like it would be tough to tell a story without including those, especially from like 2016 to 2019. I never ever had a pair of the NMDs. I kind of can't, I wasn't, I didn't really start collecting where I could, keep stuff. I could keep the boxes. Because when I was going through college and stuff, I would move a lot. I would never keep any of my boxes. So probably when I first started, collecting where I could actually, store, my collection and actually keep stuff, was probably about in 2019, 2020. That's when we really kind of started our collection to what we have today, where we didn't have to, keep getting rid of stuff and, keep losing stuff, having parties, whatnot. Just have people keep, stealing or, different roommates or whatnot. There's just times I wasn't as comfortable, having a lot of stuff. And a lot of times, honestly, I just didn't have money, especially when I was going through college. That was my Vans phase, because you could always look fresh if I would just buy a brand new pair of Vans, and I could just get any color I wanted to, and you could do it under $50. So that was always the safe way to go, or Converse, And then I was also out in Arizona. I wore a lot of flip-flops and slides, so you could also save a lot of money that way. But during that time, I wanted all my money to go towards the weekends, pretty much. Kind of through their time in our life. So once 2019, 2020 rolled around, we ended up, not moving as much, got a place of our own where we actually had some room to store some things. And then I also had a storage unit, which also helped as well through all that. So we could kind of accumulate stuff. And that's kind of where my collection's at right now. I feel like my collections went through a lot of different phases. The getting fat phase, unfortunately, just started happening in 2021. Otherwise, we kept it, everything pretty limited. We kept, everything probably 10 to 15 pairs. Kept it pretty simple. Something you could always, pick up and move pretty easily. Again, I didn't keep a lot of the boxes to them. So, it is, whether it's, knick-knack stuff or, just stuff just now that I'm a little bit later in life, I've just, started to buy different stuff that I can keep, for longer amounts of time, I guess. Or I used to just buy stuff, if I was moving in somewhere, I would literally just buy stuff where I would move out. I would either just leave it there or just throw it all. I just buy cheap shit and whatnot. And I still kind of do, but, I'm starting to buy, a little bit nicer stuff. That you don't have to hide when people come over. I'm so embarrassed. Smokey goes back with, dude, most of the time, Smokey, I would get him, like, because I would always get, like, a crazy colorway. So I would just always get, like, one of the crazy colorways that would always be on sale for, like, under, usually. There were very rarely I would ever pay Smokey over $30. Very rarely. I could go into Journeys. I could go into Zoomies. And 9 times out of 10, I could get a dope colorway. Like, sometimes you couldn't get the ones that just came out because those ones would usually retail for like 50. But like, if you got anything, usually they would be like 10, 20 bucks off, any of the colorways maybe that just weren't hot or weren't selling. And I remember I never, very rarely would I ever pay over 30 bucks. I rarely ever bought Vans for regular price. I would just, because they would always have one colorway on sale, right? It's probably one of the uglier ones, but yeah, they would always have a couple of them that would be on sale, and then probably the dope colorways they would always have at regular price. So I would always usually just buy one of the ones on sale. And you guys know how cheap I am with shipping. There was no way we weren't going to get a little discount on those Vans. And then if Vans weren't on sale, I would buy the Converse that was on sale. I didn't care really which one I got because I could skate in them. I could wear them out, and I could also, at the time, I didn't mind bartending in them. I like 8 hours in a Converse didn't bother me when I was, 18, 19, 20, 21. Now that I'm a little bit older, I just can't do it anymore. That is for sure. But yeah, they were kind of my all-around shoe. And, it was only the really thing I could consistently buy, like, crisp new shoes of and not be completely broke. Heck yeah. Because if I would go buy, like, a $150 pair of Jordans, that's at least, that might be 2 nights out. 2 nights out in an 8-ball. What's happening, Lou Got Kicks? What up, fam? Good to see you, player. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. We at the end of the week. TGIF to everyone out there. Kind of a low-key morning this morning. Nothing too much going on. I just kind of wanted to go live for a little bit, tap in with you guys, see if anyone is copping anything this morning. Again, there is a pretty good Stussy collaboration that is going to be dropping a little bit later today. We will go over everything in just a second. I'll actually go ahead and pop that one up. Stussy did put something out, I believe. They did put a drop list out, so we might as well go take a quick gander at that so you guys can see everything. On the right side of the screen, we did go over most of this yesterday, but again, there's some sweatpants, hoodies. You got some jackets, and then you also got a zip up. You got the full zips as well, which I'm definitely digging the full zips. I do like this sweater. The sweater comes in neon green. It also comes in black. We got a couple jackets that are going to be dropping. This is the black sweater. I just really like the shape of the sweater. It's pretty low key as well. The logos and stuff on it are pretty small. This is going to be the full zip pants. Those are also going to come in a tan colorway and then also the navy colorway. And, of course, they do zip up all the way, kind of like the Supreme. Supreme dropped a track pant like this, or they've dropped it the last couple seasons. I really like those ones as well. Then we got the hooded jacket. Again, that one's going to come in gray, black, and brown. We got another windbreaker right here. It looks like it's kind of like almost like an acidy camouflage pattern. Not really sure how to describe that. It does have a little 3M strip over the chest and along the arm as well. This jacket is pretty dope. You got like kind of a fleece, kind of like a square fleece. It's got kind of an interesting look to it. But I do like this jacket in this colorway. It also comes in a black colorway as well. Then there's going to be 3 different colorways of boots. You got orange, black, and tan as well. Again, those are going to be dropping over on the Stussy site. The exact time is going to be October 10th, which is today, 10 a.m. Pacific. which is going to be noon Central, 1 p.m. For my family out on the East Coast. It should be a good one. Yeah, that's the jacket. All right. Let's go over to the Palace side of things. Before we do that, let's go through the rest of the Pharrell sneakers. Then we got the jellyfish. I would probably put the jellyfish at number 2. I would put the jellyfish and the NMD. I would probably put those at number 2. I would put the Bapestas at number 1. I would probably put the ice cream Reeboks at number 4. The Timberland Louis Vuitton collection is fire. I don't know. I might have to put this one at 1. That Louis Vuitton Timberland, like the first one with the monogram Louis Vuitton logos, is freaking sweet. Oh, man. But the NMDs are so iconic. Oh, man. Then we got the NERD, Nike Dunk High. Kind of what started it all after the Bapestas. I got to go Bapestas number 1. I would have to put, I'm a big Dunk fan. I would have to put this one probably at number 3. Number 2, I would probably put the NMD. Actually, I would probably put this at number 4. I would put the jellyfish at 3, NMD at 2. And then at number 1, it would be the Bapestas. And number 1A would be the Louis Vuitton Timberland. So we got a 1A in there. And then my least favorite are going to be the Adidas Superstars. My least favorite from his collab were probably these Louis Vuitton sneakers. In fact, let's go ahead and put the, we need a good sound effect for the Louis Vuitton sneakers. Okay. Then let's go with the ice creams are a little on. Yeah, the Roadster. We got to give it. And then we got to go with the Adidas Superstar Super Color Collection. In my opinion, this is the dustiest thing that he dropped. All right. And that is going to be the Pharrell collection. All right. What do you guys think? If you had to rate what is Pharrell's best sneaker, or what's his best project? Doesn't even have to be a sneaker. It can be also a collab. What would you guys say number 1? I got to say Bapesta and the Timberland Louis Vuitton. Those are my 2 faves. And I also like the jellyfish, but I like the jellyfish better than the HMD, but I just know like how iconic those were back in like 2016, 2017. And I would say at the time they probably moved the needle even more than these jellyfish. But I think these jellyfish are going to age like fine wine as well. Yeah, definitely an interesting shoe in my opinion. All right, let's go ahead and pop on over. I don't know if we still got the... are we still good? Yeah, let's go over to Palace. Looks like we still got our camera. So let's go ahead and take a look at the drop list over on the Palace side of things really quick. We are coming in a little bit late, about 15 minutes late to be exact. But let's go see if this drop was dusty or if there's some stuff we need in it. Let's go ahead and make sure my camera's still working. Locked and loaded, baby. That new battery pack, I'm telling you. The side chick is going to love that new battery pack. You know it. Yeah, if the camera can work this long, imagine how long those toys of hers can work for. They're all 4 straight to toe goes. All 4 out of 10s. Even the Babes does. Oh man. Very understandable. Smokey said NMD number 1, Babe number 2. Interesting. Straight to you don't like the jellyfish either, huh? Yeah, I'm definitely. I actually like the silhouette on the jellyfish. We'll see, how long it lasts. Like, I feel like the NMD also had like a real, like, especially in 2016, like those kind of stuck out to me as well. So we'll see, we'll definitely come back to this in maybe like 8 years and we'll see how well the jellyfish aged. Do we think it's going to be like milk or like fine wine? That's the question. All right. Yeah. Hopefully the jellyfish doesn't age like my ex. Hopefully it has a little bit more longevity, let's just say. I don't wish that upon anyone. Not a fan, yeah. Absolutely. All right, let's go over to the big board. Let's go ahead and take a quick gander. Again, kind of a small drop on the Palace side of things. A little disappointed. 803 goes 803 he goes jellyfish top 5 of 2025 orange colorway. Interesting. I can't wait to hear your guys' top. This year we're going to need like the top 25. Because I feel like there's going to be so many options to put in there. I freaking can't wait. I mean, not only do I love November and December because it's like our main flossing season, also our pre-flossing season, but we also get to make all of our top 10 lists for the top 10 best sneaker releases of the year. And I just love it. I love debating it, and I love hearing all your guys' opinions. I'm a size 13, so chunky shoes are understandable. Understandable. Sometimes even at my size, like there's certain ones that I'll look at and I'm like, I'm a size 10, and some of them I'll be like, golly, these look like skis. But totally understandable. I love chunky shoes personally. Yeah, some of them just can't pull off. I'm the exact same way. I feel like that with like a lot of things, even clothes are another one that I'm like, oh, that looks so dope. But then when like I put it on, I'm like, oh, I cannot pull this off. For sure. Hell yeah. I just love hearing you guys' thoughts. Anyone copping anything over on the Palace side of things? Yeah, looking pretty dusty over on Palace. They had a little, they were making a little bit of noise that first drop, but they've kind of fallen off since then. Again, I feel like last season was kind of dusty. There have been some stuff that I did see, though, in the winter lookbook that I did like. So hopefully those will be dropping. There's a couple balaclavas I liked and a couple hoodies that I liked as well. But I believe one of them was a collaboration. So 803 goes, got a bunch of foam posit New Balance 9060s. For example, no issues. Yeah, those 9060s, those do got a little chunk on them too. The 9060, I really like the way they look too on the foot. And they kind of like spread, they do kind of have like the midsole is a little bit chunky on those 9060s. Like, for instance, I didn't know how comfortable they were going to be. And then it was like, oh, my God. I wish we had more collabs on the 9060. I think we need more collabs on models like that. Because, yeah, I only have the Bricks and Woods 9060. But I would love to get a few more pairs of those because they are very comfortable. Yeah. 803 goes to Palace. Yeah, the rugbies are sweet. I've been definitely digging the rugbies as of late. Supreme also, well, they weren't rugbies. They were more polos. But they were kind of dope too this last week. At least the quality on them, looked pretty nice. Very interesting. All right, yeah, we've already went over the Stussy drop. Again, guys, you don't want to miss. Also, the Eric Emanuel drop is kind of nice today as well. Let me go ahead and pop that one up. They do got the Treeline camo shorts with the lightning bolts. Probably the dopest shorts I've seen in a little while. Obviously non-collab, but we got the pink ones. Yeah, I hope that they got these. I hope that they got these though in the baggie as well. But yeah, they are going to be dropping. We got the pink lightning bolts, but these neon ones look the best. With the Uggs, with the chestnut Uggs boots. There we go. That's the winter fit right there. I like the slip-on. I only like the slip-on Uggs. We like the easy access a little bit better, but yeah, I just saw that they had a pair of the what's the one called? The Tasmanias or whatever. There's one that went on sale for like $72. And I love those for in the winter by the door. Like when Gup goes out to, takes a shit or something, I can just pop those on, especially when we get a little snow. And it still keeps like the snow out, and they usually got a little fur in them, so they're like warm enough. But one pair usually only lasts me one winter. Like if I don't have a good rotation, my Uggs only last me like 1 year. So I definitely don't like spending like the $150 retail that some of them can be. I don't mind copping them when I can get them on sale. Because mine usually never last longer than one winter. Whether they get, shredded from like the snow or like the snow and gravel that we have and the salt. I know that the salt fucks up the suede quite a bit on, pairs I've had as well. 803 goes, we're getting up by that yellow Supreme Week 7 polo they had yesterday. Dude, those, I didn't think it would have sold out that quick, though. Yeah, I didn't think those would have sold out as quick as they did either. But yeah, every colorway of those sold out. Usually you'll see maybe one or two colorways sell out, but yeah, everyone copped those, all sizes. All right, that is also going to be going down at 11 o'clock. Of course, guys, there's also the hidden drop is also going to be dropping as well. I think for non-members, it does start at 2 o'clock. Let me go ahead and pop on over. It's kind of a dusty drop. Usually they have like a lot better drops. But I usually like, their collab drops as well. But just some of the pieces that are going to be dropping today. Again, if you are a member, it will be dropping at noon Central Time. If you're not a member, it'll be dropping at 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. They got a couple T-shirts. They got the Hoggy jersey. Those Uggs boots that they fucking had a raffle for were so sick. They got a couple of the Tech Solution tees. Sometimes they drop some pretty dope pants. They're kind of hit and miss with that stuff. I really like those Uggs boots. Again, they had a raffle for. We did not get a W on these bad boys, but we were hoping for one. And then, they're also dropping the bomber jacket. That is going to be with, again, they got some hats, T-shirts, some knickknacks, some accessories, of course, those pants, kind of like a zip-off parachute pant as well. That's going to be dropping at their usual time, again, 12 p.m. For members, 3 p.m. Eastern for everyone else. Gang, gang, baby. Straight to toe goes Eric Emanuel shorts look like boxers. Bro, they look like, I'm 6 foot. And the mediums do look like boxers on me as well. But I will tell you, I started getting, if you don't get the basic shorts, if you get now he has baggy or basic. Basic is going to be like the OG length. The baggy are a dope length. That's what I get now. I haven't bought a basic short in a little while because, I do like the basic shorts for like when I go to the beach or like when I go to the pool. Like I don't have to wear a board short. I can just keep those on. Or if I'm like chilling, for the day or, visiting my mom or someone that has a pool, like I can just throw those on and I can like still suntan and not, my leg get some color. Let's just say. But the baggy ones, the baggy ones are a little bit different. I feel like there's like the baggy ones I'll wear to the gym. I'll wear the short ones to the gym too. I guess that doesn't, but like playing basketball, I'll only wear the baggy ones. There's certain stuff I will. Straight to Zogos, he added longer ones, but he only drops them once in a while. Like I've only gotten 2 colors. I've gotten 3 of them, but I sold one of them. I think I sold it for like $300. I got a white colorway, a white and black, and then a black and white colorway. But yeah, he doesn't drop the baggies a lot. But they definitely are longer for show. 803 goes out, J-Mac, how you keep up with all of this information? I try. You guys, we got a great community. You guys help me out with a lot of stuff. Usually when I'm at work, there's like a certain time at my job, especially after I get set up. A lot of times I can, look at everything, and then I just try to kind of make categories. And then when I'm setting up the stream in the morning, I try to update it with any new news that we may have gotten. So just kind of always try to keep an eye on it. And then you guys are usually always the ones giving me a heads up, giving me an update. And we've just been kind of growing this great community that we got in our little corner of the internet. And but you guys are a huge part of it for sure. And in general, as far as the newer YouTube channels and the growing YouTube channels, you guys been leading the pack. We're going on almost 24 months. I believe we're right on 20 months in a row. You guys been making the most noise, and it has been paying off. I tell you what. But I appreciate you, each and every one of you guys as well, because sometimes I can't get all the information, and you guys definitely plug in those holes when I do have them. Absolutely. And it's something I really love. So I'm always, always had like a foot in it. There was just times I just didn't have a big collection. Maybe it was, I went through times I got in some trouble, for a while. And then there was just times, whether you're in college or moving around, where I just didn't have money. And, that definitely wasn't a priority at the time. And I guess you just kind of go through different phases. And now we're finally at one where we got I guess a little bit more time on our hands, and we were able to obviously come in and make a YouTube channel and just kind of take it day by day. W the whole bloggers. Absolutely. Fucking A. Like I say, I definitely couldn't do it without a lot of people. It's a big team. It's just not me here. And it goes out to my Discord, Mo, Old School, Jay, all the boys in the Discord. I mean, there's so many, the moderators, so many different people that definitely pick up like any weight I may have left behind, or picking up any slack I may have left behind. And like I said, couldn't do it without the great community of people that we have like every day. And then the friends of the channel, also HSSB crew, to Rami, Bulldog. We got just different people that I'm on. Of course, we're over at the Doghouse on the weekends. We're going to be there tonight. Speaking of sneaker battle, over at the Doghouse, going to be going live tonight at the usual time, 8:15 Central Time. We got a banger tonight. It is going to be pretty crazy. I'm looking forward to it. Again, we are going to be over at the Doghouse tonight, 8 p.m., between 8 and 8:15 Central Time. We got a banger tonight. that I'm really looking forward to as well. I believe it's who's going tonight? Foam versus. Man, am I? Yeah. But anyways, we will let you know. Also, if you guys aren't doing anything later, come on over to the Doghouse. Again, we got a sneaker battle going to be going live later tonight, and really looking forward to that matchup. It was one we've been waiting for a couple weeks now. Yeah, I just can't remember the matchup. I have too many of these matchups written down. Is Bulldog in here? Let me just double check. I don't think I got it in here. All right, perfect. All right, but yeah, we will be going live again over at the Doghouse tonight. All right. Other than that, if you're not already part of the Discord, we did open up a Discord when we started the channel here. It is a great sneaker community. If you have any questions, I also love seeing your guys' W's. I love seeing your guys' drip picks. It's a great community. Discord link going to be down in the video description. They'll also pin the Discord link. We'll go ahead and pin that one up at the top as well. If you are in the chat, Old School did put a link that I'm going to go ahead and pin on the top. You can just go ahead and click on that one if you're not already part of the Discord. I like to give updates in there, as well as sneaker drops when we're not live. If there's any restock, shock drops, or just sneaker drops in general, it's always good to keep an eye on that Discord. Let me go ahead and pin that bad boy. All right. Uh-oh. Pin. Message pinned. All right, that should be Gucci. Let me go see if we got that one pinned up on the top. Yeah, for some reason I couldn't. Oh, there we go. Okay, that makes sense. All right, well, make sure I couldn't really read the menu. Yeah, if anyone ever has trouble, like, messaging us in the chat or something, sometimes, like, every once in a while, like, someone will get put in timeout or like, on accident. So if you ever can't talk, like, if there's ever anything wrong, just let me know, because it's it's probably a technical issue. Just wanted to give you a heads up there. But, yeah, we went and pinned the Discord link up on the top of the chat there. I just want to double check, make sure we're Gucci. Yeah, that one. Yeah, the Discord is locked and loaded. All right, that's what we like to see. Also, appreciate you guys finessing the thumb button. That always helps out, gets our videos into that algorithm. We are a newer sneaker channel, and we are growing. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for finding us. If you have any friends, if you can share the video, if you know anyone that loves sneakers, would love to have you guys spread the word. Again, we are a newer channel, and we are growing together. Slowly but surely. Love the fact that we are going to be live tonight. Oh, shit. All right. Okay, there we go, Old School. Appreciate that. Bulldogs YouTube channel. The sneaker battle going to be going down a little bit later tonight. If you guys don't know where Bulldog's channel is, Old School's got the link right there for you guys as well. We will be going live in between 8 and 8:15. We got a big matchup tonight. You should be seeing some heat tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. We just kind of started the fall tournament. We did a summer tournament during the summer, but we did have quite a few matchups that we couldn't line up together because of schedule conflicts. So we're going to be working a couple of those matchups throughout not only October, but also next month which is our pre-flossing season. We got some stuff in store for you guys as well that I think will be pretty fun. Other than that, does anyone have anything else that they wanted? What was that WWE skate shoe collab that's dropping? Old school, I think that was, I might have not explained that very good. It was a WWE collab. It wasn't a sneaker collab. Here, let me pop it over. It was a Johnny Geiger collab, but he's actually collabing just with WWE. Here, let me show you on merch. That's all. Like he's just he's not doing any shoe. He's got a really dope. He just had a new skate shoe that is gonna drop, and I was kind of talking about that when I was also talking about, I think, his WWE collab. I think that might have been where you got confused. But yeah, over here, let me just kind of go through these. I don't think we're going to be able to see the skate shoe. But yeah, we can look through some of the WWE merch. I don't know. None of this is. Let me just go see if this loads up. But yeah, the sneaker, he's got a runner dropping, but that's also not what I was talking about the, he hasn't put up a picture of him since then. But yeah, he's got a skate shoe coming out that looks kind of dope. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. And I remember I was kind of talking about these, then I went right into his WWE collab. So I do apologize for that. I definitely didn't want to confuse you guys. But yeah, this was his skate shoe. It actually looks really dope. I've seen a couple of colorways, but it looks like the upper, it doesn't tear away, but it does change color. The materials looked really nice. I've seen a couple different colorways of these, but I was really, really interested in his skate shoe, much more than any of his other silhouettes. And his first silhouette that he dropped, I believe, 2 years ago. We can look at that one. This one right here, that silhouette is really dope. This is kind of what got me, kind of looking at the Johnny Geigers. But yeah, I'm a big fan of that skate shoe right here. Kind of reminds me of the Earl skate shoes a little bit, or the Lanvins. They're kind of giving me Lanvin vibes. But yeah, this was also, I think I was trying to show the skate shoe, and then I started talking about his WWE collaboration, which... yeah, it looks like it's the WWE Misplaced Attitude Era. It's going to be dropping next month at the Survivor Series. At least that's what he said 2 days ago. So the WWE collab looks like is going to be dropping at the Survivor Series. 803, the Geigers they're pretty sweet. But yeah, here is a hoodie. You got the WWE logo there with the Geiger hit right below it. You kind of got the, kind of the vintage black colorway. And then, let's see, do we got any t-shirts? I'm trying to see the rest of the collection. So, yeah, he's got a couple different smaller items. Yeah, so here's some more of the items. Looks like he's got a hat, some t-shirts, some WWE t-shirts. And you can kind of go through some of the stuff. Yeah, there's another hat. It looks like it's going to release at the Survivor Series, which is in San Diego next month. So a little bit of time to wait for the Johnny G's as well. I'm getting you guys hyped up. For sure. Hey, there we go. My boy, Bulldog. There he is. Hello, Jackie. How we doing? Happy Friday. She's eating her breakfast in her high chair. All right. We got, absolutely. This is, if this isn't your favorite cartoon, your favorite weekend entertainment, but good to see you, Jackie. You eat your breakfast, all your healthy fruits and vegetables, even the stuff you don't like. But good to see you, Jackie. You be nice to Dad. Mr. Sheridan goes, hopefully they don't use Fanatics for shipping. It takes forever to ship. Yeah, I have no clue. It would surprise me if he wouldn't. I would imagine that he'll probably ship it himself, but maybe being they're doing it at the SummerSlam event, maybe he might have WWE do the logistics. Not really sure. It looks like hopefully he does then. Hopefully he doesn't put it into the Fanatics' hands. Hell yeah. A little bullpup. Absolutely. The kiddos. Absolutely. You know it. We make content for the whole family. Absolutely. I love to hear that. But guys, thank you so much for joining us on a Friday. Again, we will be back tonight for the sneaker battle. Going to be going down again. We are going to be over at the Doghouse when that does go live, right in between 8 or 8:15. So hopefully I will see you guys there tonight as well.
Let the dogs out!
Mr. Sheridan goes, I ordered something from SummerSlam and it showed up like 3 months later. Oh my God. Mr. Sheridan, that's like a Travis Scott order, pretty much. That's why just remind me of that next time I don't want to do an Ame Leondor pre-order. Just remind me that you've waited 3 months for a SummerSlam order, and hopefully that'll get me over the hump. Oh, I regret it every time. Every time there's a pre-order of the Ame Leondor, especially that Porsche 993. Boy, there were I've made a lot of mistakes. I got a lot of regrets. But I gotta say that is a tough one. That is a tough one to get over. Bulldog said it's a little one we take care of. Well, I'm glad to see her, Jackie. Have a good day. Don't treat the substitute teacher bad today. Oh, hell yeah. Content for the whole family. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. I see those laughing emojis. All right. Other than that, I think that's going to be it. I do got some editing to get going on. I got a couple of reviews that I also wanted to get done and get out to you guys before the end of the weekend as well. Thank you guys for joining us. Remember, Stussy going to be dropping at noon. So that's in about an hour. If you're wondering what that is, again, over on the Stussy site, we got the Stussy Nike collab. Might be the best drop of the day. Again, we're only 15 minutes away. Also, we are 15 minutes away from the Eric Emanuel drop. There actually is a pretty dope drop today, especially considering like some of the mesh shorts drops earlier in the year. They haven't dropped them, on a weekly basis. It's kind of been hit or miss. And yeah, we do got 3 different colorways. Probably the dopest pattern that I've seen on a short in a long time. But these are going to be the basic shorts. So if you are a little bit taller, a little bit thicker, maybe, these might be better boxers than shorts. But they will eventually drop the baggy version as well. The basic shorts is how I get the thighs pretty crispy for the summer. That's how those get their first sunburn right there. I'll put a pair of those bad boys. Usually the knees get more sun than even the thighs, but they both get pretty burnt. They turn like as red as an apple. But again, Eric Emanuel going to be dropping at 11. Stussy Nike going to be dropping at 12 o'clock. And then if you guys are interested in the hidden drop, that's going to be dropping at 2 p.m. Unless you are a member, then it will be dropping at 12 p.m. She's like, who is this guy saying my name? Is he your friend? She is 3. Oh, my God. What a trip. Could you imagine that when you were a kid? Oh, man, I was like tripped out at the TV, let alone if someone would have been like communicating to me through it. I would have been like, well, you can see how it turned out. So the coin purse sizing. Oh, man. Don't you judge a man by the size of his coin purse. That's hilarious. Hell yeah. 803 goes Uncle J Mac. You know it. Uncle J. Absolutely. Always bringing good times. Always bringing good times. And some laughs. We like to laugh too. Yeah, I hope this SummerSlam though, hopefully they don't make us wait that long. Again, we do, guys, think about, we have our 2 best months coming up. And then also October, they save a lot of these really good drops for the end of the month because Complex Con is going to be opening at the end of October as well. So we have a ton of good drops coming up as well. And after Complex Con, that's when we really get into our pre-flossing season, and then it's flossing season. And then we're already basically at Christmas time. Definitely will be interesting. Absolutely. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I love you all. Thank you guys so much for your support. It's been your boy J-Mac, and I will see you guys on the next one. Whoop, whoop. I will see you later.
That football on his face. I'm talking about you. Wow, bitch, you hot now.
Come on, come here, come a little closer. Don't be afraid, no, I don't wanna hurt you. Little more, come near, let me just show you. Don't know, can't talk, let me just show you. Don't be obsessive, it could be intensive, it could be explosive, it could be offensive. Don't be defensive, don't be aggressive, it will be a waste cause we could be expensive. You need a little fee in your life, you need a little me in your life. I wanna see the sea in your eyes, you need to be free.
Move, move, body to move. Move your body, do you can move, move, body to move, move your body, do you can.
You're running through my mind with a shotgun. I'm running out of time, but I'm not done. Yeah, I don't need to run, it will come to me. I don't need to fight, but I keep moving, keep moving. Even what I lose, yeah, I keep moving. Put on my shoes, yeah, I keep moving. There's no room to refuse. Don't you mess with us, we're not afraid. Look at us, no, there is nothing to discuss. I'm not okay, but I'll get up. I know the way, no, I won't stop. I know this game, I won't give up. It takes some time to reach the top. Let's take a break, here comes the drop. Don't be obsessive, it could be intensive, it could be explosive, it could be offensive. Don't be defensive, don't be aggressive, it will be a waste cause we could be expensive. You need a little fee in your life, you need a little me in your life. I wanna see the sea in your eyes, you need to be free.
Move, move, body to move,
body, think you move.